issue with my computer. I recently updated to the new Windows, so I'm just going to make sure all my settings work. It does take a second for me to check my own, I did some tests before, but it's different when you live stream. Sometimes it just gets all funny. In addition, I was in the middle of a super long Dota game, hour and 7 minutes. I didn't really expect it would take that long, so that's one of the reasons that I was not ready on time. But, it's only 7:03, so it is what it is. So as soon as I'm sure that we are good, we can continue. So let's just make sure everything is fine on my end. Make sure the sound is fantastic, as always. I recently just changed because the new Windows 10 offers this surround sound setting, so things sound a little different. It's barely noticeable, but it is something, So let's just make sure that I sound how I'm supposed to sound. Right now it appears as if my stream is frozen. Why would that be? It doesn't look frozen on my end, so I wonder why that would go on the other end. Maybe I need to reload my own stream. It's always possible that my Twitch crashed separately, so I'll give it a shot. Hoping that it's fine. It just changed a lot of settings. Oh, I see myself moving now. Crashed separately. So yep, looks like my Twitch window crashed, which is no big deal. It's fine. It just changed a lot of settings. Oh, I see myself moving now. Awesome. Cool. So we're good to go. Yeah, the new Windows update reset all my sound settings, which really freaked me out because I had the sound settings before when I started streaming. So it's like I did so much work to make them work just perfectly, and then they just reset it all. They're just like, oh, we don't know what your default mic is. We don't know the sound level you want it on. We don't know any of your default settings. Very frustrating. But it seems to be in a good spot now, so we'll see. I actually would like to see how I'm doing in my achievement towards betting tokens. I'm pretty bad, actually. All things considered. Not in a good place, but that's okay. Towards betting tokens. That's okay, no biggie. Things actually sound really quiet on my end. I don't know if that's the particular volume I'm using or not. I'm assuming that it's probably one of the settings to my headphones. I probably lowered the volume. I mean, I have my settings pretty low. I listen to my volume at like 10. So that's probably why. I'll up it a little bit just so I can hear. Make sure things go properly. I don't want to have an issue. So we're queuing up. We are ready. We are pumped. I'm going to try to play some different heroes today, ideally. Maybe I'll go mid or something. Because I'm a little bit sick of the, anti-mage. I guess I've had a couple different heroes, but mostly not in ranked. In ranked, it's Chaos Knight, anti-mage, Spectre. Almost every game. I did have a game as Luna and Storm and stuff, but I want to diversify it for you guys because a lot of my tips, although they do apply to multiple heroes, so, tips about farming, it's better to see it on different heroes. You know what I mean? I do know how to play more than those heroes. They just fit a lot. I want to play first position, safe lane carry. Oftentimes it fits for me to play someone like Anti-Mage, someone like Spectre, someone who can really carry the game at the end. But I know almost all of these heroes, so I don't need to. The problem is I just don't like to play support in ranked games, so that cuts off about half of the heroes as it is. But, I can make it work. It seems like everything else is working. I am pleased. I thought I would have an issue, but looks good. No dropped frames or anything, so says my OBS. Always good news. Alright, we are going to ban Nature's Prophet because he is just not fair right now, in my opinion. We are going to hover over mid lane. I'm going to try to mid today. Get some more mid, ganking tips and stuff like that. I'm a fan of the puck mid ever since he got the buff. 6 damage overall. And because he got the passive buff to split pushing, which he's okay at, and the int amp. So that's nice too. Definitely not going to get that challenge as puck, though. I'll tell you that right now. I could interrupt channeling. That's in the Inquisitor. Yeah, I will try to interrupt during... No, I'll get a Rotamatos, because it's really good on puck, actually. I don't buy it a lot, but it's really good. A Zeus. I am okay with Zeus. Puck's not super great against Zeus just because I'm squishy, but it's okay because I can dodge. You know what I mean? I can make it so that Zeus can't cast on me for a little while. It's just huge benefit. Huge benefit to me. I can dodge. Makes him waste spells and mana. Also, he can't take my harass very well, and he can't outlast hit me very well. I'm definitely feeling the puck because of the axe. He's never going to get close to me. ideally I'll just dodge every time and I'll play from really far back. We'll see. I have faith. I think what really happened is I changed the balance of my OBS to be a little bit more Dota sound. So comparatively, I think the level is just a little lower. But that's okay. I'll just have to adjust. Get used to, volume at 12 for myself. I have little lists of how I like my settings to be, so I always adjust to make sure I get the best streaming performance that I can. Constant review. And I take criticism, by the way, so feel free to criticize, as long as it's respectfully criticizing. I'm good against Enigma too, so I'm solid with this. I don't see a good reason to use an Atos yet. I haven't seen any real carry, but I'm sure they'll pick it. I'm good against Enigma because my ult can interrupt him. Good against Axe. I'm not even gonna address it. Not that it's a bad idea. I mean, OD is okay against Enigma as long as it doesn't get caught. Not too good against Axe, just because he'll get you. He's gonna get you. Bad against Slark. The only good thing about the Slark is that you can imprison yourself to wait out the pounce, but still, that's a risky game you're playing. Good against Zeus, I would say, just because you can burst him. He can't stand there and cast you die. Alright, so we'll have a good Puck game. I love playing Puck. I used to play him a lot, actually, until he kind of fell off in the meta. But now that they gave him the extra 6 damage and the way that other heroes have changed, I think he's in a good spot. I'm thinking if I want to play this safe, I don't know if I can afford not to buy Tangos. What I've been doing is the 2 Fairy Fires build. And this way I have a bigger mana pool, a bigger HP pool. I'm not sure. I think this might work out. It's a little bit dangerous because Zeus is definitely a big harasser, but I think I'm going to take Phase Shift level 1, and I'm going to dodge all of his Chain Lightnings, ideally. It's no mana, so it's just a free dodge. The only problem is it doesn't last very long. Two cabbages. Now, why would he be the one to get them? Not my question. I don't have any tokens, so that's a no-go, unfortunately. So in this particular game, I'm feeling Jug is pretty good against most of their heroes. He's not great against Axe, but good enough. My only concern is that Alchemist is going to get pretty farmed as we get a little later, but I think we have an okay team for the late game. My concern is that the Ags for Zeus and Enigma are very good. I didn't realize that was Monkey King. That's crazy. He looks like our courier, I guess. I thought for a second it was our real courier. Seems dangerous. Seems super dangerous. I love it. Guys playing mind games. Acting like it's really our courier. They know. I didn't know because I never see Monkey Kings in ranked, but they all know, I'm sure. Alright, I got the better block. It's Alk mid. I love that. That is awesome. I probably shouldn't have skilled because Phase Shift isn't going to help me against Alk, but I have 71 base damage versus Alk's 53. He has 3 armor because of his early Ring of Protection. I still have 2 though. He may have got a deny, but he's about to take so much damage. He ate his shared Tango first, which is obviously the right move. I'm just going to keep him back. This is an easy lane. Until level 6. Even if he gets a deny or two, it's going to cost him all of his regen. And the acid spray range was nerfed so heavily. So, my 2 Fairy Fires will do wonders for me. Looks like Necro was already using the Courier, and I don't know why. And there's his salve.
We can dive him.
It's hard for me to actually get too close. The acid spray does hurt quite a lot when it hits. Doesn't actually have a his passive, which makes attacking him a little bit silly. Alright, that'll help a lot. Get these arcane boots rolling. I'm actually going to use one of my Fairy Fires now, and the reason why is because they do have a cooldown. And I would rather be safe. Just get the health now and then work out the rest. Alright, if Alk stays at the health he's at, I can get a kill. I have plenty of mana and no concerns about my health right now, since I have the bottle. So basically I'm just waiting. And Alp can't go anywhere near the creep wave as long as I stand here. Even with getting rid of one of the Fairy Fires, I right click for 76, and he's not a ranged hero, so he can't really go near the creep wave. Ooh, I now have a DD, so this is a good opportunity to get a kill. I think that if I do the proper rotation here, I can get a kill. That was a nice, nicely performed gank. I had to report the Alk's missing. Oh, he's back. I think I heard that wonderful sound that I love to hear. It's gonna pop up any second on my screen. It just takes a second because I don't have another thing. The Afro chick. Okay, I had a problem with that for a second. What is up? Thank you for following. I much appreciate it. I always appreciate my new viewers. And I don't have that many, so that says something. I don't know where Alchemist just went. I don't know why he would have left. There's no bounty runes up. I don't think I can kill him, but maybe. Ah, I canceled. I'm an idiot. That was a poor decision. Alk is almost certainly going to go back to Shrine, which means he'll be back with full health. Unfortunate. It looks like we're doing really well, though. We've got 4 kills. They only have 1. I'm getting decent farm. I missed the last hit because I'm greedy for the rune. Okay, now I really need to get it. No rune. Sad. Alchemist will have assuredly got the bottom rune. Which I hate. He does have a bottle. I can still harass him pretty well, but certainly not a perfect world kind of situation. Monkey King's waiting to attack Alk. I don't think it's going to work out, to be honest. If I got Alk near tower ulted, I'd have a solid shot. But as he is now, it's really not likely. Okay, he's coming pretty close. Nice. I wish he'd used his stun a little earlier, to be honest, but it worked. Just don't want my king to think he can steal my rune. It's my rune. It belongs to me. A little bit lower than I would like to be. I'm gonna fix my chair now that I have the opportunity. Always bottle before you buy your mana boots, because the percentage of mana, it's just like tread switching, same thing. I'm gonna use my fairy fire to put myself in a better position. And in this particular game, obviously I need Blink first, but I'm not sure. I think that a Rod of Atos is a good second pickup. I definitely can make use of it. Illusion Rune, something that I don't want Alk to have. Who is that? Axe? I think I can kill Axe. I made a mistake. More accurately, they made a mistake. Monkey King could have easily thrown something down. That's okay. Stuff happens. I mean, I did kind of do it spur of the moment. Just don't be salty. It's not even worth it. What's me being salty gonna help? Alright, I'm gonna pay the jug off. Get him some mana so he can go back to lane, because he is going to be my hard carry, and I need him to be big and strong. Just like a child. He's got to grow up. So, pushing mid tower is actually the correct move right here. I'm glad Monkey King was there to help me. I'll now use my my sweet abilities to make this an easy push. If nobody responds, this is mine easy. Don't be afraid to use phase shift to dodge any attack, whether it be a tower hit or not. It's worth it. The cooldown is so low. It's a 6-second cooldown for just not taking damage. Just be careful later game when people can jump you with blink daggers. Thanks. Alright, they're probably going to deny the range creep, and I'm pretty sad about it already. Oh no, they just let me do that. Okay. Good. I'm glad to see it. Ow. Even though it's only 40 damage before reductions, I still don't want it to hit me. I get this blink dagger soon, so I can start crapping all over Axe, but it takes time, unfortunately. Alex just waiting for his ult. He's doing the right move there. He knows nobody can hold him down. I don't want to take the tower aggro, but I can always throw it off. Ah, crud. Black hole, no! Oh, that's no. I want that. Alright, weaken the bull, so they're not going to try to pursue us, probably. An Invis rune is nice. I want this badly. Get one bottle charge before an Invis. Remember that. If you click a bottle right after the Invis, you will be able to get it before fading. Very important. After that, you'll break Invis for it. It's usually not worth it. I did that mostly because I knew I'd get mana back. Both from the Arcane Boots and from my next bottle. Alright, I'm going to put this down so I can maximize my mana potential. We already have the top tower, so pushing that further is a little bit silly. Ow. I gotta TP for this. I'm not going to be there for a year, but it looks like my team has it handled anyway. Oh my god, that was wonderful. That was exactly what we needed. GG team, Axe has already called the game. That was big. So, Slark is bottom. I would like to make something of that. Might be a little hard given the situation, but ideally. We'll see what happens. I'm a little afraid of where Slark's going. Oh, there he is. He broke it. Wow, I did not know he could break it. I didn't know you could break Dream Coil. Well, lesson learned. If I had a Blink Dagger, that would have been an easy kill, but stuff happens. I'm just gonna ping it out so that the team knows. Alright, I have no idea. Excuse me, I have no idea why it aimed for me there. Need to be inside the healing ward range. Ooh, almost. Just trying to push this tower as much as possible in the small amount of time we have left next to it. That's Alk. Not really too afraid of Alk, honestly. But we'll get out just for the extra safety. Fortunately, I stifle my sneezes, otherwise that would have been disgusting. Alright, this is a Blink Dagger. I'll send it because it's going to be hard for me to get over near this action. Well, I need to buy a TP in a second too. So, Rod of Atos. Rod. Give me some good int, which will help with my total mana pool, and the root will really help against Alk, so we can't walk away. Unfortunate Slark just got a kill. Looks like stuff's happening top, so I'm there. Slark's there. Axe gonna bother Axe. That's basically all it's gonna be. One's gonna bother Axe, one's gonna bother Enigma. They'll follow them and keep vision for a little while until they decide to kill them. I agree, we need to fight. It's dangerous to fight under their shrine, but we can do something. Nice job, team. Sad that Monkey King died. They died for a good cause. You make it work. This game is going terribly for them. 18-8, we're knocking on their 2-2s right now. Silenced. I'm out of there. No thanks. Get Radiance in jungle? What? Oh. I understand. I have to do this. Just Axe. Unfortunately, he spun right at the end there. I really wish that we weren't under... I guess it's funny. I wish we weren't under tower because then there would have been less hits to spin off of. That's okay. It looks like we're going to make something of it. Like Zeus is dead. Enigma's dead. Nice. That was a good take from us. Basically, all we're doing right now is getting in repeated skirmishes because we're ahead. And they're taking them for some reason. Like, they chased us into that. I don't know why. It's 22-10, and we're way stronger than them right now. You know, our average level right now is 12. Their average level is closer to 10. It might be 11, actually. The average level of them is about 11. And truthfully, I don't know why I didn't just cast there. Sorry. So, their average being... you know, 11 versus 12 is a big deal because that means our average teammate has level 2 ult and they don't. We have more money, and our levels are on the right people anyway. So we just pushed a little bit too far there. I don't know why. But it's okay because I'm going to try to push down their tier 2 now. Successfully, I'm sure. Done deal. Easy tower. We obviously got the bottom one. Zeus seems to have given up, which is funny. Here comes the ult. Alright, that's time to get out. I'll go top because he wants someone to push. Which I understand. It's probably the best idea to just keep pushing. When you're ahead, you have to take objectives. Which we've been doing a really good job about, but no reason to stop. Ow. Actually didn't hurt that much. While they're roshing, I'm going to distract. Ooh, unfortunately I'm going to have to text mute that guy. You cannot say things like that. Not on my stream. I'll just help. frozen, obviously. Not the hard carry. Just here to help. Who's that? The Necro? I would love to come help him, but he's dead. Dead as dead comes. He just ulted, didn't he? Nah, that's a dead, it's a dead elk. I don't know. I guess he didn't see us coming. Smoke helps. Oh, I was just about to phase shift, but he did use ult just for me. Which basically means, you know, it's fine. It is unfortunate that our Jug is not going to be ready to fight again. Yep, he's dead. He seems to be. I will put this back in my stash because I'm going to sell it. This will get me to my Atos real fast. Might as well fortify. There's no reason not to. We're about to get our fortify right back. It stalls them. I don't know why Slark is afraid of that. It does do damage, but not that much. Alright, there's my Atos coming in. For the benefit of everybody, I guess just Monkey King, I'll mana boots. Now with my Atos, I'm actually kind of scary. Next, I actually think a Yules would be the way to go. It's going to help a lot dealing with Axe. Guardian Greaves coming soon, that's nice. Bloodstone and Dying, I think, is a little bit greedy. Just wanted to quickly push that. Put the pressure on him, you know? Undying probably should make pipe. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. Good job. Buyback on Axe. Magic resistance, of course. It worked out, hey, everything on him, but won us the team fight, basically. Basically just getting some uses out of this so I can get my challenge, to be honest. I'm dead. I silenced them both, but it's not really going to help much. It just might help Undying live. Ooh. Oh, yes. Yes, my team. Wonderful. It looks like, unfortunately, Undying's still going to die, but... Jug can probably just kill him, to be honest, but I guess he's just being careful. I could buy back, but it's not worth it at this point in the game. I don't see much benefit coming in for it. Jug wants to do something here, but I think he's afraid. He could probably kill the Enigma pretty easily. Just run in and kill him, since he has the invis. Ooh. He might get the kill, but I kind of doubt it. He didn't get the kill. I'm showing up as soon as I can. I tried. I believed, and it just didn't happen for me. Right, hopefully we can finally take this last tier 2 tower. We don't. It's defended. It has back door. Oh, we got a tower. No, we didn't. I was gonna say, I don't know why he's picking it. Most people are higher level than me at this point. Well, yeah, some people anyway. Hoped I would bait out the axe or something. I tried. That could have been a dead Alk probably, but Slark is bottom. Waiting for Enigma to try to move into black hole. Very good, very good. Just piling in these Rotavato sits, basically. Oh, I can't do much about that right now. Trying to help best I can. I'm not exactly ready for a big fight. I'm also not with them, because we're supposed to be getting out, but it looks like I'm going to have to dive back in. We have a Fortify. I tried to ping that, but I had too many things on. Fortified a bit early, in my opinion. Got Slark and all that fray. That was definitely worth it. Nice. He denied the tower, we got Slark. Definitely a good take. Alright, I now have the axe counter. He dives in, I can just get him. In fact, I'm probably going to buy a Scythe of Ice so we can have more lockdown, to be honest. It's not a bad idea. You can always use lockdown. A friend of mine once asked, is there any... Name one hero who can't use a Scythe of Ice. And that's a hard challenge. Actually, I need Aether Lens more. First. I actually have a Yule's challenge too, so I could have done that. No thanks. We both have Blink Daggers, so we really don't care much about X. The lovely, lovely hero that he is. Don't care for him much. Oh, I don't want that. No thanks. That's probably the extent of what I have. I threw an Atos, I tried to stop some of those deaths. Looks like Necro's actually taking base right now, which is kind of cool. I would throw an orb backwards to try to, you know, damage them. But what's basically going to happen if I do that is they might, you know, Blade Mail or something, because I'm pretty sure someone has a Blade Mail on their team. And that would be bad. So the reason I did all that at the end was because I don't know if Zeus has a refresher, and if he did, he could ult and then drop the Nimbus, and it does quite a lot of damage because it stops me. So if I can just safely, you know, basically spend some cooldowns that'll be back anyway, to guarantee I won't die because I'll be unable to be hit by it. Why not? Huh. This guy doesn't understand that it's him. I'm gonna have to mute him because he's just gonna make me angry. Not even worth it. Alrighty, so at this point I'm getting an Atos so I can increase the range on... I'm getting an Aether Lens so I can increase the range on my Rod of Atos and my Yules, giving me a better, you know, disable, essentially. I was just trying to Atos him, honestly, just for the challenge. There was almost no benefit in it, I just wanted the challenge. I'm at 12 and 15, so if I win the game, I'll almost certainly have the Atos challenge. They want a Roche, and that's dangerous. I don't support that. Oh, he's making them think you. Okay, so they're assuming we don't have vision over here, so they're assuming they think that he's in Roche now. I'm gonna throw an orb, which would land in Roche. Now they'll think I'm in there. If only these creeps would just leave me alone. Stop. Not quite the range I would hope. Not the Aether Lens yet, obviously. I don't know why they're pausing, but it's not going to hold. Don't expect the pause to hold in ranked games if you don't have a good reason. Alright, disassemble. Unlock combining, switch. He denied it. That's better than taking it. That's why I save Aegis. Oh my, this is not good. This is very bad. Doesn't affect anything, to be honest with you. Just saying, but it's fine. I'm not going to address him. It's not really relevant. I will get Boots of Travel so we can get better split push, because right now we're not really doing it very effectively. I am afraid of where they're going. I don't know what they're doing right now. Ooh, he dodged it. Alright, so we don't need damage from me. We need more silence. So I'll lower the cooldown. That's one of the only times I've ever done it because I usually want the damage. But in this case, it's more about me being support-ish. Support-like right now. I don't know why we're getting pinged. It's necro pinging, as always. It's fun to do this puck because you could just get lots and lots of money safely. We tried to take the shrine earlier, but we were pulled away because of Axe. And I'll gladly go over there. The illusions will hit the shrine. That's not a bad idea. Alk is there. We can see from his acid spray. We basically just need to get a good enough time that we can fight together. Right now we're in a little bit of a bind. Oh, okay, I was gonna buy some smoke. I was gonna help. Axe is stuck in place. Can't blink while he's stuck like that. He called a bunch of creeps. Nice, nice, nice. I see the greens over there. He looks to be mostly fine. He's gonna... Yep, there we go. Crud. Nice, nice, nice. That's exactly what I want to see from my team. We might be able to... I don't know about end. We might be able to take a tier 4 though. That'd be cool. Save my Yules for the Enigma. Ooh, he just made it in time. No blinks from Enigma. Basically, you want to Atos anybody you thinks going to initiate, or anybody who's running. Whichever. So I get Enigma next a lot, because if they're about to blink and I screw them up, I can completely screw up their team fight timing. He's dead. I don't know what that was. If he chases me, I can always Yules. When you're Puck, you just don't die once you get to a certain point. I technically could die, you know, it's always possible, but... Yeah, these guys are all fighting over Courier, I hate it. Unlock combining, sell those. I don't really know what to get now, to be honest. I bought most support. Oh, I'll get my Sith device now. Boots of travel. Now I'm quick. Ha 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 ha. TP'd out in time. I am pleased. I don't need this so much. I'll instead buy the Void Stone. It'll help me more. Thanks to my Boots of Travel, I was able to get to the fight. Kind of help a little. And hopefully help defend. I stopped a lot of damage right there. We're gonna get this. So that's good. It's down for about 40, I think it is now. We are having a small problem. But, I mean, we gotta do something. I have money. I just have full. I have full items, unlike some people like Monkey King. Undying could easily put away the broadsword for now, since he doesn't have the blade mail or the smoke. All of my inventory is pretty essential, to be honest. Alright, somebody's put them back in my stash. That doesn't help. I can't place them. I mean, yes, I could replace it with Voidstone, but... Oh. Going to you. I didn't say that to him because my in-game mic is a little always funny, but he should understand the gist. That's done. Do you get him?
Very well.
Yep, that's Necro. Jesus cursed. Jesus cursed. No, it's pretty bad though. That's not helpful.
I venture forth.
We do have 2 lanes of racks, so we're in a good spot. It's just we have a problem with our team fights. Right now they have a really good team fight, and we don't seem to have a lot of answers to it. That's why I'm trying to build my Scythe of Ice, because it'll give me a power to basically tell Axe or Slark, you know, that they don't matter, or even Zeus. There'll be a lot of activatables, so it's going to be a rough game, but
Absolutely.
I'm sure I can manage.
Exactly so.
Just trying to get some levels here. Having buyback is a huge asset at 48 minutes. We need to have it. That's a problem. Careful. You defend tier 3s at that point. So on Slark, it's scary, but we can kill Slark with enough effort. I could also travels in if I really had to. Like, they're losing stuff right now, so if they don't go back, they're gonna lose, you know, shrines and stuff. Which they went back finally, but you know. Basically push our advantage. We have racks they don't have. They have to consistently go back to defend, which is hard for them. Just take a fight, you know? It's gonna be hard for them to push against us anyway. This is never gonna work. Look at my pitiful damage, even though it's 181 when I'm standing next to the Vlads. I guess it's the Vlads, right? No, actually. Somebody has something that makes me do a lot of damage. Alright, we see Slark bottom, which means any kill here is going to be sweet. We could just pressure the tower, to be honest. We could easily take Alk. Nobody else wanted to, I guess. Alright, I'm not doing so well. Just make a Slark, basically. I have to be very careful here. He's silenced. That is probably game. And that's how you play. I went into the team fight and I thought I was going to die for sure, but I guess I got Necro healed and Guardian Greaves, so that was really cool. Sometimes you gotta put yourself out there. Yep, over. We have Megas, some of which are already, some of the supers are already in base too. A bunch of those ones. They're gonna try to fight this. It's not gonna go well. He is there, even though he's in biz. Alright, looks like this is a win. Took a lot longer than I thought it would, considering how well we were doing, but that's okay. GG, well played. Just what we like to see. And I got a level 3 challenge. Feeling good. Just what I want. I definitely think Undying deserves a tip. Cool dude. I was pleased with his performance. So here's the real question. Did I get a reward? I did. The teleportation effect, which I'm a little bit not so excited about. But that's okay. No biggie. Alright, so that's cool. I opened up some new challenges. Definitely nice. Let's start the next match. We're over 3,100 again. We got a 26 win. Oh, I love it. So why that game was won. I will note, I actually had okay net worth considering I'm a puck and my net worth usually drops off. So that was good. I'm going to assume that all the damage was... Yeah, Necro went in there, and even though I would complain that he was not the nicest player and he walked out a lot when he shouldn't have, which is shown by his 9 deaths even though he's Necro, I guess he's kind of weak to Zeus in this game. He did a bunch of damage. His Radiance, his Q, his ults, he just lit them up. We had a really good matchup. So Necro is really strong against Slark, and mostly Alk anyway, because their right clicks are where their real damage is, and Necro can just be immune to them. And Necro's burst healing and his ult, which holds people down, ruins them. Alk's a strength hero, so that's going to hurt a lot when he starts losing health, since it's percentage based. Basically, it's not really percentage based, but it is. And Slark, just his entire thing is about being mobile and evading attacks, and Necros hold him down. Jug is really strong against Zeus and strong against Enigma. Not so good against Dax because he has armor, but still decent because he can't be called during it. The Magic community is good against Zeus, which is all good. I'm just going to close that. Monkey King is good against most of them. He's going to have a hard time standing up to a Slark in the early game, but he ends up, fulfilling Slark's role on our team, basically, jumping in and out and doing damage. He never really came as online as I hoped, but he had some items, he had something. Undying also being very tanky, hard to kill, having a blade mail, and strength stealing made Axe much less helpful, Alk much less helpful, and really put Slark into a vulnerable position, because if he's getting strength stolen, his max HP goes down, and he can't afford that. The graphs. I mean, we started taking that early. They had a moment when they took it back after a few good team fights, and they did it again. Their team fight's really strong with an Enigma, an Axe, a Zeus, even an Alk, who can be really good at team fighting. So they had the chance to take it back solely with team fight, but we made sure that we kept enough money. I don't know why current active quest doesn't show there. I'm sure it'll pop up as soon as the banning's over. So we already have a safe laner, so I'll go mid again. I'll think about maybe Storm Spirit. I haven't played him in a little while, and I love a good Storm Spirit. The graphs. So they had a chance to come back with team fight because their team fight's better than ours, but we just had better solo playing. I think we were all better players, and we just kind of, the team aspect was a little bit messed up, but we had a good chance there. Jug just farmed like a monster the whole game, pretty much. He kind of got outshined by the Alchemist and the Necro for a little while, but it ended up being, he was definitely always farming, and he was a huge factor into our fights. He definitely made them, fear him. So I definitely think the reason we won was we just had probably better players, and separately we have good counters. Wasn't great counters, but good counters. So as soon as we stopped taking big team fights and we would start an initiation with a kill, that was good. The problem is I wasn't super helpful as the game went on, which is kind of the symptomatic of Puck. But I think it was still good. I'm definitely not going to get a force staff on Storm, so that's something to note. I definitely could do that, though. Interrupting while channeling. All I have to do is grab Sand King while he's ulting. So let's see here. Pudge is a small concern. It's not a huge concern because I can always get out quick, but his hook could catch me if he predicts properly as I get out, so it's something to be afraid of. I don't know if I believe him, but whatever, it's okay. I think I'm comfortable. Okay. I'll pickle last. I don't know what pickling is, but whatever it is, I'll do it. Can we dual lane? Lina +1 will be strong. Could be. Not too afraid of Veno either. I can wait out some of it during my ult. A little bit. I mean, you go pretty fast as you level up, but I can definitely avoid some of it. And he will not appreciate me all over him. Core probably. I just feel comfortable picking into it. I was going to let him pick, but then I saw the timer going up. Pierces is the only problem. Correct. We actually have sounds. I'm okay with Omni. That's the truth. Omni's gonna ruin Terrorblade. He can't do any damage. He's gonna sit there like, oh, you guys are immune to physical attacks. And Sunder works, of course. But if he Sunders me and I have a moment to react, I'm gone. Probably should buy real quick. I had a second left. Need items. Usually a good idea. I buy very basic on Storm. I think he needs the stats from the Null Talisman and definitely needs Tangos. Some people might buy Fairy Fires and Clarities instead. That's acceptable. I just don't know who's mid yet, and if it's a Veno, I might have a problem. And I don't want to have a problem.
Yeah, Silencer, go top.
Oh, wait. No, I want to
Their
interrupt.
Sand King's probably off lane, and he's just gonna push the wave the whole time, so
Oh,
it's gonna be under tower anyways.
Ooh.
So if you just make Terrorblade's
Now I know
life
why.
a living hell, it'll be a lot
I'm not
easier.
going to force staff, so I guess I'll just stick with the game timer.
I thought you bought Courier, that's why I didn't buy it. You like stole the last minute. I don't have money for it.
I don't know. Bottle maybe first. Greetings, Lina. It has been too long since I have seen your strange face.
But the thing is the wave is just gonna push under tower from Sand King's passive. Like, it's just useless having 3 people down here. I don't think we'll get much done.
I'll go top, that's fine.
As long as, like, the only way they win is if Terrorblade gets fat and gets, like, 2 sets of racks in 20 minutes.
Thank you. Ah, she listened. I am already so happy. All it takes is somebody to listen to just something like that. I'm already pleased. The truth is, when you're waiting for a rune, if somebody comes up onto that high ground and you don't have vision of it, you could be in for a world of hurt. You're way closer to them than you would hope. Like if Pudge is up there, for example, he pulls me in, Sand King stuns me, I'm stuck so far out of position, I'm never getting out.
If I get the range creep out front, you know?
Alright, Pudge mid. The good thing about Pudge mid is he's melee.
You get the range creep out front so that they kill the range creep.
He has no health regen. He's building a greedy bottle, and I'm screwing myself up by not getting last hits. That's okay, because I'm right-clicking the Pudge, so it'll all work out in the end. His passive 1 HP regen is not going to be enough. Two last hits at once. That's pro. Pudge has really poor armor. Like, I start with 5 armor, for example. Pudge has 1. And as much as he has the 2 gauntlets, his health is just going to start plummeting. Like, now he's level 2, and if he pulls me in, he's just going to die. And I'm just going to keep hitting him. All I need to do is get some overloads into him, and he's done. I do have to be careful because if he hits me in a tower, I might die too. That's not really something I want to do, but I think he's going to Shrine now.
I'm gonna try and pull this.
Nope, maybe not. He needs to. Unless his bottle's coming, like, now. It's a very dangerous game you play with Pudge at this, you know, this particular point. Pudge is missing. I screw up my camera a lot. I don't really care about that. His DD, he's never going to hit me with it. You have to actually right-click me to get the DD to matter. And he might try to hook me or something. I really doubt that's going to work. I'm having a little bit of problem. Like, I feel like I'm having a little bit of lag. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't get it very often, so I'm not very familiar with what it feels like.
Jesus Christ.
His DD is up soon.
We deny that one, please. Deny it. Deny it.
He'll have his bottle soon. But I'm okay with that. Because soon is too late. Last hit. That's not good. I'd grab stun, but a 1-second stun is probably not going to be what kills Pudge.
Just go top. And win that lane. He's not gonna kill me, so.
He's level 5, which in certain circumstances can be scary. I don't know why I screwed that up. I clicked it a million times. I guess I misclicked. I was jamming on my keyboard. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Sounds like you need to go top and win that lane.
I got the real runes, so Pudge is going to have to take a bounty instead. Which is 1 less charge. Missing Pudge. I don't have ult yet, which is a small problem. He does have tranquils now. The new and improved tranquils. Yeah, I'm having a problem clicking on stuff. What happened to them? He just had them. Put them down somewhere? His last sitting. Ooh, I could try to take advantage of that, I suppose. Probably gonna be pretty hard, though. I don't have the mana to support it. Ah, missing Ogre would have been nice. I can just get a little bit more XP. I can probably kill Ogre. If I had ult there, I would have been fine. Ogre has really good base regen, so I don't think I'm going to really do much to him in the long term. I'd love to jump on him, but I just don't have the mana pool to sustain it. I don't see Pudge's bottom. Pudge's bottom. Looks like they're gonna get that kill. Nope, apparently not.
Don't die, don't die.
That's a dead ogre. That's vengeance. Revenge. Oh, I'm so happy to get ogre. Screw him.
Here.
Pudge is 6. I actually would love to have these attack Pudge, because he doesn't have a bunch of armor, so they actually do some damage, but they don't do a lot. It's mostly just canceling his strangles.
Sand King Smith.
Oh, Sand King's top now, not mid.
Veno's down here now.
Alright, let's get some stuff rolling. Missing Pudge.
Pudge is here. He whipped the fuck out of that.
It's hard to keep track of Pudge sometimes. That was just for the benefit of Omni. So now if they chase, they have to activate that. We'll get vision of it. Wasted a lot of mana, but I was trying to be nice. Take Tango, my man.
Nah, you take it. I don't want it. Okay,
I just don't need it. Need mana, not HP regen.
I don't have mana. I can't really kill him.
You're not
Yo,
coming.
Sand King's coming. Watch out.
Just need to get enough money to make things happen. Ooh, I want to come down there really bad. There's 3 though. He should have been right-clicking them, to be honest.
3 bottom.
Is he gonna live?
Yeah, I'm ulting as soon as I spawn. I'm killing that Veno.
Oh no. I regret my decision. He got the kill though, so that's nice. I actually got some of the money. I thought I could get in and out faster. I also thought I'd land on him with my Q and then be able to go down. I wouldn't have worried about it, but it was a greedy play and I paid for it. Lesson learned. Don't be a greedy jerk. Otherwise that happens. Alright, let's go back to farming.
Headblade's not that big, but it's still big.
Let's go ahead and eat Tango. No other use for him. I'd love to hurt Ogre here,
Watch
but he
out.
has 1100
Punch.
health.
yeah, there's tri-laning down here, basically.
They're completely flipping everything all the time.
Ogre has almost no
I'm
mana.
out of here.
Something to note.
We're not gonna get him. We're not gonna get him. Don't dive.
We're not gonna get him. Don't dive. Boom, dead. I love that.
We need to defend the tier 2.
I can show up. Got my mana regen now. They are so strong. I have a serious problem killing these things.
Can we kill him? Go on the Venom. Go. Go on this guy.
Weird storm. Not gonna die, I got you.
Thanks. Always gonna get that kill no matter what. I think I'll be okay. I don't think I have to, on my way. I don't think I have to shrine up. It's a little risky, but I have enough mana with Soul Ring to do what I gotta do, and my health regen is decent and all that, so.
Can we kill SK? Did he use stun yet?
Spectre's actually rotating and mattering. I love it. Nice. Always tread switch. It matters more than you think it does. You can get a couple. You can get like 100 mana from tread switching, depending on what your mana pool is and stuff. Technically, it depends. You actually can get like 100 and something if your mana was maxed, like if you cast. But the actual difference between the two states, you can get like 50 or 60 mana, which is a lot.
Haster in top.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this before guy does. You grab it from. Better than you grab it. Okay.
Alright, having haste rune is a big deal, but
Do you want to go now? Go. Oh, Tommy really got nerfed.
True.
Pudge is looking for me in the jungle right now.
Go get Pudge then.
Or he warded, maybe? Maybe he warded.
Don't worry.
I don't have ult, so I'll try to come in on that.
Haste rune. Goodbye. Farewell. Interesting interaction. I don't know where he went. I do know that I have to defend this though.
Thank you, man.
So Pudge ult is down and SK ult is down.
Pudge will be right back up though, to be fair. Need my bloodstone, I just don't have the mana. Even with the 7.4 mana regen, it's just not enough.
Oh fuck! He got me! Fighting this.
Tread switch. No. No. You jerk. It's okay. No biggie. So right now, 16 minutes in, I'm a little slow on my bloodstone. But I'm getting there. I need to get my bloodstone as soon as possible, so farming might be a little bit more important than fighting right now. Just need to get it fast, so I can actually matter more. Also, experience. Oh no. Ooh. I'm gonna die. Need to buy out. Think I'm gonna die. Maybe not. Nope, no buyout. We'll be fine. So close. So close. They have no globals, so I don't have to worry about that. I now have enough money to get the other pieces of my bloodstone. Fortunately, I showed up.
That's about it.
Close to my bloodstone, that's a big deal. We're gonna be ready to fight real soon. Midas, come on. Oh, I want to jump so bad.
I wasn't going in on that. I just wanted the free kill on Venom.
I can't die to Silencer. Silencer's gonna die no matter what. We don't want him to blow us up. Cool. Tread switch. That was it. That's all I had.
Careful with the courier.
Oop, dead. Well, I tried. I tried to matter for my team. Had a couple greedy plays there. It's mostly why
I don't know where it went.
Don't have my bloodstone yet, so unfortunately my respawn timer is kind of high. He has Aether Lens. That's scary. I don't want that. I am, besides Spectre, I'm tied for the highest level hero in the game, so that's good. Always nice to be a high level. Gives you a huge advantage when it comes to fighting. Alright, I'm going to farm the jungle over here. Soul Ringing right after you come back from Fountain is incredibly effective. By the way, this is a good time because you'll have max mana of that mana, and you'll have the health regen and everything too. It's just a good thing to do. I don't think I can take this, but I don't know. Probably not.
I think I'm fine. Nope, not fine. Alright, maybe I'm fine.
Crud.
Everything must be warded.
I guess that works everywhere. Oh, thanks.
Hey, I'm gonna come back in there. Can we chase? Chase him.
Nice. I have no mana. I'll out on that. Get that bloodstone in here. Oh, yes.
Alright, he used Shrine and he blinked.
They're not going to have a silence, probably not early. So, next item on Storm, it's a hard question. I could build a Shivas if I really wanted to, but I'm not really worried about that. I think an Orchid is probably ideal. Just the Orchid for now. Just getting in there so Pudge can do something, you know. Bloodstone is prepared. Gotta watch out for that Sand King who's gonna grab me. Oh no. No more Soul Ring.
Once our team gets Bloodstone, I mean, once Lena gets Bloodstone, we're...
I know Lena was going Bloodstone too. I'm not sure if that's ideal. It could be good, I suppose. I don't want to get caught in that. I don't think I can fight him solo. I'm all good. Definitely not necessary for me to fight him. He had friends anyway. He has Sand King still around. And Sand King will wait to blink just so he can get me. But I got some kills. Actually, I didn't get any of the kills, I suppose. I thought I did, but I helped get kills. So still a job well done. I'm a little worried because he's coming back. That's the real one. He's just going to leave some
I have
visions
ult,
to do his job.
and I'll spawn in 20. Go find Terrorblade. Is that the real one?
Don't think so.
Is that really him?
Those have to save.
He's mid.
They're gonna want to get mid.
We gotta get something. We're not getting any towers anymore. I'm getting great money, but it's not really working out for the team as a whole. Because I'm not more important than the entire team, you know, put together.
Can we kill TB?
I want to try, I do. TB. Wherever he is. Who's Billy Lincolns?
It's actually a really good option. But I might get a Mantle instead.
Getting some good charges, which is good mana regen.
No.
I chased Sand King all the way back into his base, which is big. He's not having a good day anymore. Throw off that creep aggro.
You have a Terrorblade problem.
Gotta keep vision, gotta keep vision. Nice. Even more mana regen. I love it. Don't need this anymore. Not too worried about whoever's mid. It's Ogre. Oh, I'll definitely defend then. Level 3 ult. Even more damage. That's a good moment in Storm Spirit Life. Regen runes do wonders. I didn't have a challenge selected, they just decided not to give me one, I guess. That's cool.
Recrow, silencer? Nah, this is no good.
Venom has no health.
Storm's gone, so...
It's true, I am gone.
Should I get mech or should I get force?
Mech.
Who does force is better?
Probably a force. I don't know.
I think force is better here.
We need to survive burst,
If
but
they had a silence for you to clear, I'd say yeah, because Greaves would be good, but they don't really have anything like that, so...
yeah, I mean both are obviously legitimate options. I think that mech's the way to go to stop the burst damage.
Eggs might not be bad this game either, because they have a Terrorblade
That's later.
who can take towers in like 3 seconds.
Who Ags is we talking about? Oh, Omni. Don't want any part of that, so I won't have any part of that. Right now, Spectre's still out leveling me, and so is Terrorblade. Other than that, I'm doing very well. Building my charges, building levels. Basically doing everything I need to do to be Storm Spirit. And I'm almost at my Orchid. That's for Terrorblade. He does have a Manta, but, you know, maybe I can make him use it first. All that mana regen is so beautiful. Oh, who's that? Is that real? No.
We need to get something. Maybe Roche?
Get another TP just for now. That's real.
Go.
Fine.
No mana.
I have a lot of poison sting on me though. I might actually die. Holy shit, that's close.
Next I go back to base. Just need to do whatever I can to make sure this doesn't turn into an issue. I think Ashivas might be right.
I'm coming in.
In this particular match, I think the attack speed's probably better because I'm trying to do some damage for my team. Hope they saw that I pinged the Shivas. Now with Orchid I have even better mana regen, so I'm ready to unload. 2 are dead. Just got
We
the
could
tower.
actually probably go high ground. Terrorblade's not here.
Yeah, we can definitely.
I don't think they have Venom
That
ult
baited me.
either. staying, or is that good enough? Yeah, we don't have storm. Let's go.
I could be there.
Watch it out.
Just pushing the tier 2, I guess, for my team.
Going back small.
Do we have global? If we have global, we can fight. Yeah, we have global. Let's take them.
Got the Sand King for my team.
I don't
Just
think
got
he has
mid-tower.
metamorphosis, right?
Now we're going up to tier 3s. This should be an easy tier 3, to be honest. I do a lot of damage fast. Got tower. So, while bouncing in just to try to stop Sand King, I still managed to get 2 towers.
Fucking guy.
I'm not a lot of mana. I have to be a little careful about, you know, who I jump on, basically. I'd love to jump Pudge, but it's a little bit scary.
Not be greedy.
That's real. Never mind. I live greedy. I do some serious damage, actually, since I picked up that Mystic Staff. Twice as fast as Omni Knight. Not that that's impressive, I mean it's Omni Knight, but still. Shiva's Guard. Let's see if we can get Bloodthorn. That'll help a lot. It's money. I forgot it wasn't Bloodthorn. I'm not greedy, you know, it's a Spectre. Mostly want that because it lowers cooldown, so it's 18 now, it'll go down to 14. Just doing everything I can to help the team. Get some shrines, I can see that nobody is anywhere near me, so this is my shrine. I'm here, darling. Do not worry, Spectre. I think I performed pretty well this game. I was there for my team. Getting objectives, getting kills. It's exactly what you want to do with Storm Spirit. In this case, any damage. Not that it matters. Get these creeps attacking directly. If the lovely Venno.
Now we're fine.
Comes and shows his face, he's dead.
I thought that's what you guys were doing. I was just making space.
I tore up the inside of their base.
I can ult in as soon as I spawn.
Ooh, that crit. Still lost it. Nice.
Geez, they got 700 gold each for killing me? Holy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that Terrorblade has a lot of items and you still melt him.
I'm pretty strong,
I'm
so
up
I've
in
heard.
10. Use global if you have to, and I'll go right in.
Oh no! Saw it happen in slow motion.
Use global now. Can you hit global? I don't want to get
I don't
ulted by
think it's time.
Venno.
Trying to bounce in and out and get all the fights I can. GG. Yep, there goes one of the tier 4s. Now us and the supers can focus the other one. I don't know what the point of that was, but that's okay. GG, well played. 2 wins in a row. I'm feeling it. Yes! Punch mid. Oh wow. The aggression is real. Hopefully I get a tip from this Lena. But I somehow doubt it. Yeah, Lena disconnected without tipping me. Ah, personal insult. It's okay. So how much do we get for that one? 24. Balances out to 25 each. We'll start next matchmaking. We're over 3,100 by a whole game, so I like that. The reason we won, I believe, was solely the laning. We had such an advantage in laning, and we have such an advantage late game. The game is over. Basically, they needed to win this game early. Venno is not a good late game hero. Sand King is not a very good late game hero, though he's better than he used to be. Pudge is not a good late game hero. Ogre is not a good late game hero, really. He's better than some of the other supports, but not really. Terrorblade's a great late game hero, but not... It takes him a long time to come online, and even then he's not really as good as Medusa, but he's good. I'll give it, you know, hard carry. We have a Spectre. So our Spectre cancels their Terrorblade for late game, and then we have all of this late game. I'm super late game. Omnite stays relevant late game. Silencer's relevant late game. Lena's relevant late game when she builds that way. So we just had late game locked. So we obviously had some early game problems. We were doing pretty good, but they had a little advantage for a little while. And that's because they're all early game heroes. You know, they have stuns, they have slows, and a lot of damage over time. So we're gonna struggle, but as long as we last, it doesn't matter. It just isn't gonna matter. As soon as we got into the point when I had like a Bloodstone and Spectre had a Radiance right around here, so what, that's 22 minutes? Is that where we started winning? I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that's probably where it was. More like 28 minutes. So once we got those items, and what did we get at 28? Alright, so basically once we had the Manta Style on Spectre with the Radiance, the Bloodstone and the Dragon Lance on Lena, we got a Yule's on Silencer, which is really useful, and I am about to get my Orchid. That's when the game just took a drastic turn, because at this point they can no longer compete. It doesn't matter what they buy, they're never going to be as, you know, ahead of us in farm, and they're never going to be able to keep up with us in a fight. That's just what it is. They have really good team fight early game, and they're just going to always fall off. So it came down to the fact that they didn't end the game soon enough. We had a little problem with taking towers right off the bat, but we just outlaned them. Spectre, I believe, won lane bottom. Top lane had a little bit of struggle, I'll be honest, but it wasn't a terrible loss. You know, it's terrible at some farm, but it wasn't awful. And I won mid lane. I pushed Pudge out. You know, I got a lot of farm there. I mean, I guess if we look at the player net worth at that time, you know, I had, for most of the game, I was quite ahead of Pudge. First few minutes, I was already a couple hundred ahead, and it just seemed to get larger. To the point where it was like 500 ahead, and it started getting out of control when I was 1,000 ahead of him. So I out farmed him. I didn't really let him get any kills. I warned people when he left for the most part. They just couldn't really outlane us. They should have outlaned Spectre, honestly. They should have focused all their efforts there, but we lasted, and that's just how those kinds of games go. Simple stuff. My eye hurts. Looks like I was the second highest MMR there. Barely. Silencer was basically my MMR. I'm glad to climb, though. Up we go. Much far over 3,100. Always happy day. I hate when the MMR doesn't update, by the way. Like, that says 3086. That's not my MMR. I will not ban anybody because I wasn't in time. Looks like I'm an off-lane kind of game. Maybe a Timbersaw or something. I like to play Timbersaw. He's a good hero right now, too. If I'm going to play Timbersaw, then I want to probably... What challenge do I have? I have a challenge that would fit this very well.
10 seconds to pick.
Slowing. Because every time I hit people, it's a slow.
Hurry, hurry.
I will lock in Timbersaw first if I have to. Okay, good. Actually, with this team, I might do the early win one, but... Nah, I don't feel like it. No biggie. Alright, we might have time for 2 games. Depends how long this game takes. It have about an hour. So it takes an hour, or roughly an hour, or more. Then, looks like I don't have another game in me. Good against PA. I like that. I should probably pick next as our offlaner, so I will. Alright, so I expect to be against a PA. So I want a Stout Shield for the daggers, because it does proc to my understanding. 2 mangoes, because I'm greedy. I don't need any fair fires, I'm not going to benefit from them. I'll just buy a tango, I'll just be nice. And... I don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe a Fairy Fire is better, just for the burst healing. That's all. More healing over more mana, I think, is the right move there. Oh, I could actually just be a nice guy and buy the other ward. That would be the neighborly thing to do. Ooh, they're losing gold. I love it. Alright, Puck is a problem for me. If he ults me, I have an issue. Silences are also an issue. I definitely do not like that at all. An issue. Silences are also an issue. I definitely do not like that at all. It'll be okay, though. We're going to make it through. We shall live. Sorry for the echo, by the way. Just making sure my sound was still stable. And it is. Wonderful news. Necrovos is decent against PA, but it's not lovely. I wish we actually knew what these people were going to play, by the way. Alright, Slark. I'm okay against Slark, but the stat steal really hurts. But my stat steal hurts him too, so... It is what it is. Blood is good here. Okay, pick cows. Eh. True. Very true. Can I suggest a hero? I've actually never done it before. Bloodseeker. Where are you, Bloodseeker? There you are. How do you suggest? I don't even know how to suggest. There we go. Yeah, too late, but I learned how to suggest, so I learned something. CK is bot. I guess Jug comes top and I get no farm. That's just what it is. There's no other option. Nothing else works out as well. Unless you had Necro move off of mid, and even then I don't think we have a great mid. No, I can't. I don't have time. I don't have time to sell all my items. I could just right-click them real quick, but... whatever. It's okay. I will not be predicting, and they have techies, which also bothers me because it's all magical now, all the damage. Which is going to bother me. I'm going to need to have a hood on somebody, probably me. Nah. So I will ideally build pipe after. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother. We'll see what happens. Okay. I think that ward is going to work out for me. I don't know why he reacted so strangely. So this will stop the techies' minds, mostly. Being a melee hero really stinks here, because techies' minds, it makes it hard to destroy them. A Slark. So, oh, please hit me. Just get those reactive armor stacks going. Doesn't matter to me. Got to deny it a range creep. It's already been worth it. cat making weird noises in the background. I apologize. Nothing dangerous. I stole that from him. I didn't mean to. Oop, they have chilling touch on them, so that's something I don't want anything to do with. If Slark pounces me, I might be in trouble. I do nothing to him. As soon as I get my Whirling Death, I'll be in a better spot. Good thing about tangos. Boop. Alright, I'm gonna do CK a favor. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna block. Necro died against the puck. I do understand why, I guess. I didn't really block very effectively. Tried. Missing Slark now. There. More reactive armor means more fun. Sudden level 3 is always good. Tried to matter more there, but couldn't get over to help. Just gonna try to make Slark waste that salve. There we go. No salve for him. No stats for him. Double no stats for him. Looks like Chaos Knight is going back for bounty. Okay. Just checking. Gotta know what he's planning, you know? My bad, says Disruptor. I guess since I got a... Oh, never mind. Thanks. He's got a tango from the AA, which means he can't do that again too soon. I'm just gonna keep him down. Three hits, so it's still minimum level. Had to do that. I didn't get him. Unfortunate. Pretty hard to kill me now that I have my 2 stacks of reactive. So I'm just gonna be here to make sure, basically tell the Slark, go away. I do minimum damage, but it's enough considering that he's not 6 yet. Just getting reactive armor. Crap. I'm just out of range, unfortunately. And that is how you kill Slark. Ooh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. Screw Slark and everything he stands for. It looks like I'm just a little bit faster right now. Alright, I'm gonna need TPs. Start building my Bloodstone. He doesn't have boots, that's why. That's why I just died. There's a lesson in there somewhere. There goes all of AA's regen. Just use this just because. Right now I'll get some regen, which I need. Oh jeez. Here's this guy calling lag already. Oop. I'm getting more last hits than the Chaos Knight. Fuck's gonna be hard for me to kill. Unfortunately. I'm happy somebody else put a ward down, that's cool. Go Disruptor. Ward daddy. I'd love to show up for that, but I'm not gonna be there in time. Slark's Iron Taloning time. Bye. Go back home, Slark. That is how you destroy Slark. Oh, that was brutal. Predicted the pounce. I wouldn't call it a real predict because he was pretty close, but... still a wonderful, wonderful thing. And Chaos Knight is benefiting from all the AoE gold and experience. I need to level up. So I get that extra reactive armor. Now I can actually survive letting creeps hit me and stuff. Mostly. Like these creeps, for example. I got vision, he does not. That was unfortunate. I thought I was outside the range. That's okay. It's not good, but they do make a really irritating sound. Those new mines. It's weird. No biggie, though. Every once in a while you're gonna die, so... It was my fault. I shouldn't have turned. I should let Techies walk up and left. Alright, so Slark is level 5. He might turn 6 from this, though. Nope. He's scared. I see his little armadillo. Alright, you shrined. Out. no desire to deal with techies right now. Have to read patch notes. No vision works on them except being close. Well, for prox mines, anyway. I've died twice now, being greedy. Though, when I chased someone like Techies, I kind of expected help. Necro screwed me. He just left me out to dry. He could have easily helped me. He just chose not to. I got greedy there. I don't know why I was doing that. No TP. Sorry for the background noise. Someone has no idea how rude they're being. Chaos 9 level, that's cool. Ooh. I will grab that. Yep. He apparently has no idea what's up with the new mines. Which kind of bothers me. You have to read patch notes if you're going to play Dota. Sorry, if the lighting changed, someone doesn't understand how rude they're being again. It's incredibly frustrating. I have, like, unlimited armor. The tower still does damage me, but tanking it for a second or two was no big deal. Chaos Knight got it, which is what I want. He's heating back to base. That makes sense. I was wondering. I was like, where is he TPing to? Taki just does too much damage to me right now. I don't have enough health. I'm just gonna go destroy that mine, because if I see it, I can destroy it. 50 gold for me. That's the problem. Techies' mines just aren't very good now, because they feed money. Like, a lot of money. And I just took that. Select with DD. Ooh, that's a problem. Alright. And after killing this, now they're going to start healing me. They don't do enough damage. An effective but quick way to get health. And there are no mines in the side ground now. He's been putting mines around the Roche pit, so I'm wondering if he's going to continue that. Nice. I don't know where his mines are. I'm going around to try to get money. There might still be remote mines here. Didn't hit me, so I'm fine. Alright, finally get my max level Whirling Death. Big damage difference. We're taking objective now, which is huge. We're in a much better space because of it. That's green, so that's techies. Okay, well, I can't soul ring, because that would be silly. There's some mana for Jug. It still isn't enough to cast Omni Slash. Now he has Omni Slash. Oh, mine. Never Omni Slash a puck. Never Omni Slash a puck. Huge mistake. Oh my. He lived because he started spinning right there. He has an armor shred on him for another few seconds. Unfortunately, the Jug is greedy. This is an unfortunate game. Jug made too many mistakes there. I walked into a mine, which wasn't so cool either. Off on bottom because no one's there, I suppose. Looks like it's going to be a longer game. Probably going to be the last one today. But we'll see. They'll activate it. I don't need to worry about it. Techies is going to be a problem for me most of the game. I can kill him as long as he doesn't pull any nonsense on me. Basically. Guessed right. Alright, so I need health. That's what I need. I need to be able to not die to techies. More health is less dying, so I love it. Puck with an invis is not cool. Alright, let's take a quick walkthrough as I go back to mid lane to help and see if I find any mines. Any of that irritating whirring sound. Probably should buy a little bit of a supportish thing. 1-1 isn't huge, but it's better than nothing. Alright, in the process, techies did die. AA died. So it could be worse. I need to come to his rescue, and I'm not gonna make it. He has a sentry up already, so we don't need vision. I don't need a sentry anyway. I want to join this little tussle, but it doesn't look viable. I'm just not strong enough yet. But I'll get there. Ow. I want to make sure we're dewarded here. Yep, doesn't look like they have a ward, so that's good. Timber chain. Needed to go longer, go faster, more damage. Alright, I think I'll ward their shrine. It's probably a good area to ward. Oh, free money. Thanks. Thanks, punk. They're coming in for him. I have to be very careful. Careful. 3. Make sure we don't block. I want to fight, I do, but it's just like this weird spot in the game where like we could be strong enough to fight, but dead Slark. Good for me. That Disruptor dead? No. I was worried for a moment. Alright, Techies has been here recently, so I'm gonna go get rid of his mines. I have enough health to make it, you know, mostly worth it. They're probably relying on his mines a lot too, to be their wards. Damn. I mean, dang. Nice. It is easy money if you get the chance to hit them. That's unfortunate. I wish I had had my vitality booster in my inventory, but I had to reward. Ooh, that's a dead Slark. That's worth it. I'll die for Slark any day. That's lovely. Especially with that added 20 seconds on his respawn. Which I think is a strange mechanic anyway. So it turns out I put it on a crappy part of the the spot. I realize that now because I was rushing. Probably could have put it out a little bit more. Or just on the ground. You know, either. She has a Deso, which is pretty irritating. Definitely do not love that. But we'll pull through. Get some money quick. This is all good news. I have the full booster now. My nose is bothering me suddenly. Techies. I understand that, that's fine. Ooh. Wow, the hate. Already. Well, how's he doing farm-wise? Has a Manta's first item, which I hate. It does get rid of the silence, but it's just not a very good damage item early. You don't get much from it, you know? So I've never been a big fan. Nice. That's exactly what we needed. Killing the puck is going to set us up. Dead for a year. Oop, AAO. Don't want to get hit by that. Oof. Yeah, I mean, come on. I'll tank it. don't care. Get that sweet reactive armor. Got top. Alright, at this point I'll get the last stack of reactive armor, just so I stop being, you know, near death whenever I do anything. It'll give me just that extra oomph for survivability. Gives me a little bit more armor, just in general, a little bit more regen, more max stacks, the durations last longer. It's just a very, very good thing. Back before, it didn't used to be like that either. Alright, so I want to be in that slot. Alright, let's see where Techie's been putting his... Dang. Well, I'll just walk away, I guess. Now that I have Bloodstone, I am much better with the regen in both mana and health, and I love it. Tried to catch me, I guess. PA, probably. Alright, now I have great health, great mana, and I'm good to go. Next level, I will be taking health regen, because I think, anyway, I need to survive. No, but it's burst. It's all burst. Health regen doesn't help against AA anyway, never mind. 20 int. I usually don't like to take the 20 int, but it'll be more spell amp. It'll be at least 1% of spell amp, which is nice. Which, when it's pure damage, you know, it's like a damage per second, all that stuff. Alright, next item I suppose would end up being a Shiva's. The dodge, that's so painful to watch. But, fortunately, Necro. Necro is the counter to all that jazz. Ooh, missed ult. Thought I would chase Techies. I don't want to chase Techies. Never works. Not until I know I'm stacked enough, and mentally prepared, which I am not. They're pinging for me to come with them? He knows I'm coming because I destroyed his mine, so no element of surprise here. I could if I was there. Didn't know we were about to push, that's not a problem. Ooh, this armor is going to be sweet. I love it. Huge armor boost. Now PA isn't so scary. Still scary, but not so scary. So they just got a kill. Which I like to see. Unfortunately, we lost one. And they got her back. Okay, this is working out. Stack up all of those reactive armor stacks. See, I don't even care. I'm basically just maintaining. That's how you play Timber. Because now I have huge creep wave, bunch of money, and after that fight where they're losing their, you know, their racks basically, I'm over here taking one of the tier 2s they have left, the only tier 2 they have left actually. I have to go point blank with it so that I'm the next target for sure. Yep. So, this game has to end basically in the next 10-ish minutes. Ooh. Let's just sell that because I'm never going to use it. Almost have Shivas. Okay. I was gonna get it, but that's fine too. There's no greed here. Just greedily taking all the runes first. Bounty rune. Once Roche dies, I'll be good to go. Here's mana. Can't do anything. No, that BKB up. I did not even mean to. That was an accidental click, and I'm so happy I did it. Puck can't really do much to me. I don't know why Puck's trying. Okay, Puck can do whatever Puck just did, I guess. Level 22 Puck, I suppose that's what happens. I got veiled, that's what it was. Veiled. No buyback, which is a problem. Oh no. But I'm already back thanks to having some, some charges. Just trying to lower them down the best I can. Oh no. Ooh! If they ult me, I'm dead. Where to go? Where to go? Just go right. I don't see it coming. That was money right there. Ooh. So good. I love those plays. I was stunned and then it just did it itself. I didn't even do anything. Spell up is definitely what I'm going for. Let's tank up. They're gonna die mid because of somewhat questionable plays. But since I got this tower before, I'll help with this tower before. Lower AA. Definitely getting the spell amp. I'm getting in there anyway. So its range is never gonna help me. I'm always gonna be in their face. Not sure if I should save for a buyback or not. Kind of questionable. Looks like this game will end in time for me to play another one. Thanks. Come on. I can tank that. It hurts, but it's not enough. Try to catch him with the edge of the Yeshivas. Did not work, in case you didn't notice. Whether he's invis or not, stuff still hits him. I might be screwed. Just in time. Just in time. I don't need buyback. I'm gonna be back too soon. Yeah, I think that's pretty much most of what I need. I mean, I can get an Octarine core, I suppose. What did I just queue that for? But not really necessary. Alright, I'm back in a few. My charges are still 8, actually. Looks like I haven't been able to slow people as long as I thought I would. I kind of thought they would just add up, but it takes a long time, I guess. So I probably won't be getting any challenge this game. Them killing us did just set us back a little bit. That's just funny. I got money. I'm happy. I don't know if Rush is up, but if it is, we should take it. I don't think so. It's been a while. Well, I'm getting rid of the mines. They'll just see there's no Roche now. No biggie. It's okay. It was worth it. I got PA. Although a buyback on PA is kind of scary. Looks like Chaos Knight did the right thing. Megas. Looks like he's gonna die, but we got Megas, so it doesn't matter. Well played. Worth. We got a buyback from 2 heroes, one of which was a dieback. This puck is a Radiance, which is a thing people do now. Alright, it was worth it though. I'll be back shortly, and they're losing stuff as we speak. Doesn't look like they'll lose anything else, like no more buildings, but they're gonna take a lot of damage. Oh, no, they'll lose that. Next time they come through, they're gonna have a problem. Puck did win lane from my understanding, but doesn't matter if you lose the game, right? Not in the end, anyway. I need buyback, and it's apparently very hard for me to get buyback. Doing that thing where it maintains the same distance. Really? That was funny. That helped. Looks like this might be my last game because it looks like not time left. By the time this game's over, you know. I'm loving this Necro right now. because Slark didn't realize he's going to take 180 twice, so 360 twice as they come back. So 720 damage instantly, and then the 250 from that. So I like destroying Techie's minds. It makes me happy. Dead. But looks like the game's over. GG, well played. And it looks like my last game, because by the time I go through, it's going to be almost 10. I don't really have time to fit another game in, so it'll be a little bit of an early day. Which, you know, it is what it is, right? I'm going to commend that Necro. I feel that he was a light man. Commended. Which is nice. Okay, so let's look at the game. Play the breakdown. Number one, let's see how much MMR I gained. Another 24. So today I gained, if we all know our math today, 94 MMR. That is ridiculous. I'm up to 3,160. Is that right? I guess that's right. Yeah, because I was below 3,100 when we started, I think. So, yep. I was just above 3,100 is what I mean, so. No, I was below. I went over, yep. So 3,160. Dang, what a good game it is. This is still acting as if I, didn't have any, but that's okay. Anyway, that actually doesn't make sense. If I was at 3,086 plus 26, no, that's right. Math. Apparently, I don't know my own math. Going into the laning stage. So we had a really rough start, which was obvious. Me and Chaos Knight were against a Slark AA, which is a rough lane. It's not super rough. It could have been worse. It could have been a PA in an AA. That would have been awful. But we were in a rough lane because Slark can steal stats from us. We don't have great damage early. Timber doesn't do a whole lot early game. He just does the stat steal, which can help if you're a strength hero, but they weren't. And AA can right-click us, especially Chaos Knight. But we played it correctly. It's important to note. We lasted. We tried to just poke them a little bit until we had the levels to really hurt them and make them waste regen. And after they wasted enough regen, we kind of walked around them. We'd keep them low, and then all it took was one good initiation where they weren't ready, and we got a kill. And we made it run. Now then I made some mistakes and died some I probably shouldn't have in the mid game chasing techies around. But other than that, we made really good plays, and Chaos Knight got good farm because of it. So if you look at the player net worth, Chaos Knight started out pretty garbage. He was in the lower five. He was the lower fourth, and then where does he start climbing up? There you go. Then he suddenly starts climbing up right before 10 minutes. I mean, he jumps from the fourth bottom to the third top, and then he kind of stays in the top 4 or 5 for most of the game. He drops down a little bit just because we had other carries, but he made it work. And obviously me, I was pretty low for farm, and then I started kind of raising because I got some of the last hits Chaos Knight wasn't getting, and that's important too. Chaos Knight couldn't get the last hits. He took too much harass, and without even saying anything, I think he understood that he's not going to be able to get the ones that are far in there, but I can take it because I have reactive armor. So we changed the entire lane dynamic to fit what we had, and because of it, for example, Slark didn't have as much net worth as he could have. Now he was always like top 3, but he should have been number 1 or number 2, I guess, if you consider that Jug just had a better lane. He should have been number 2 because, he's in a decent lane, but we kept him relatively down, and he started dropping off for a little while there. You can see he dropped down to 2,000, significantly below his team, and he never really fully recovered. At the end, obviously, he had a huge drop because we started trashing them, but he was never really the top 3 again, and that's important. We ended up keeping our lane down, and AA had crap. AA was down there with our disruptor, you know what I mean? So we kept him from getting any farm, even though Slark wasn't. The reason the game ended when it did, when was the real death blow? It was the upturn right around 28 minutes. We started upturning it really strong around 28 or 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that that's when we finished some serious items. Ags and Necro, that's huge. I had my Bloodstone finally, Diffusal Blade on Juggernaut, which gave him actual damage to add on to his Manta style. Chaos Knight had items, but I'm sure he leveled up to 12 at that point. In fact, I'll just check. It's hard to tell what level he's at, actually. It doesn't tell you. You could count, I suppose, but I'm really not gonna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. So he hit his level 12 around 20 minutes, which is before, so it doesn't really matter. But we all got some nice levels. We had some good items. Disruptor around that time had his Ghost Scepter, which is huge to fighting Slark and PA. We just got good items in time. Like Black King Bar is really good for a PA, but Slark only had a Shadow Blade and a Basher, which the Basher is scary, but that's the only scary part of that. Puck had a greedy build, wanted to be everywhere at once and be survivable, which did not help. For Steph and Techies didn't matter because Techies didn't team fight. Another reason we won this game is because it lasted long enough at 42 minutes that Techies was less relevant for team fights because Techies didn't blink. Techies didn't buy a blink dagger and jump on us, which you can do. Techies instead just kind of played it like, oh, I'm going to put mines around the map and do that, which is helpful, but when it came to team fights, we have a Disruptor, a Timbersaw, a Chaos Knight, a Juggernaut, and a Necro, so they really just couldn't keep up. Most of our damage, I'm assuming, came from Jug. No, actually. Chaos Knight and the Necrophos was most of it, followed by Jug, followed by me, followed by Disruptor. Alright, that's not so bad. I did some decent damage. I hit some buildings a little bit, but not as much as the serious right clickers that we had. No big deal. I died from the team pretty evenly. Techies got me a couple times, which is embarrassing. The important thing, though, is I got the Slark a bunch. And I got PA a couple times. I killed the people who mattered. That's who I aimed for. So even though I didn't do a ton of damage to their team, I took out key players when I could. I tried to finish them off, which is beneficial. So overall, it was mostly just the way we played the lanes, and we took advantage of the fact that it's a 4v5 because of Techies. As far as the matchups, it's mostly Necro is probably the number one reason we won. Him shutting down Slark and shutting down PA, and Disruptor shutting down Slark and PA, that's a win. It helped that we had a good carry. Jug did a good job, but those two just counter a whole bunch of their team. AA counters us too, because no heal, but other than that, it's a good counter. Oh, no heal on Jug either. Either way, I'll call it a day because it's 9:52, so it's almost 10. It's not as if I'm going to play a game for 8 minutes. That won't happen. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate my new follower today. Don't worry, I won't forget you. Hopefully you guys tune in next time, which will be this coming Wednesday, whatever date that is. I'm not going to check the calendar right now. So, see you guys then.